Hi traders. I mean, today has been like an FOMC day already, in that yeah, the indices or this Dow just shot down, waited until all the data was out of the way, plus 15 minutes, and then ran. So yeah, we're shuffling around in this apex here. So not a lot going on. So tomorrow I'm expecting even more range bound trading until we get FOMC out of the way. And then on Thursday, hopefully we'll get some sort of resolution as to where this market can go. And of course, all the time this support line here is holding, then the chances are we could break into these levels and bust up into May, which is around the corner. So a difficult Dow. The dollar has stayed very weak. It was tempting to pick a low here and try and do something with it, but at the moment you're talking about 10 points off the lows on here, with a very weak daily chart that could just drop out of the bottom and run to these lows over here. All the time we're sitting underneath the 50 and 55 EMA. The probability of buying a low and that pushing up with this low volume is not good. Okay, what has had a good day is the pound. Pound yen is still pushing up even into the back end of the session, way past the London close. We dropped into, we're close to 180, 180.70. Turned around, we took the Data 15 trade in the room, and I think most of us got out a little bit too early, myself included. So I will try and avoid doing that again, and try and encourage everybody to at least leave a little bit of money on the table to see if we can get a push later in the day. Pound US has had a good day too. Very similar story, very similar chart. All I would say is that we are in this fib zone with FOMC around the corner, literally 24 hours away. I'm doing this almost 24 hours and 5 minutes away from FOMC. So if we see a pullback into 152.50 tomorrow, it's still worth buying, and then we just, as long as you got a buffer into the data. Otherwise I would just encourage everybody just to sit on their hands and wait till that data is out of the way. Pound Aussie, on the other hand, I had a couple of stop outs on this one. We had some support levels on the way down. 192, as you can see on this chart, has been a massive level, and so I thought this was going to hold. But sadly we looked as if we can hold, and then we just obviously dropped lower to this support level. At the moment this is holding, but that is a lot of selling. We just need to steer clear. What's basically happened here is we've had this sort of three-wave drop, and then overnight it started selling, and then while we were buying the pound yen, this was setting up the short, and so I was effectively buying a falling knife, but I bought it with very low risk, so there's only a little dent in my account. Right, okay, so Euro US is just continuing to get bought, which is one of the reasons why the DAX is just unable to get going at the moment. Lovely chart pattern here, but I've not engaged this market here, just looking to see if it could roll over. It's just not rolling over. Right, so let's have a look at the daily on that one. And that's very similar to the pound US. So a lot of weakness, and you can see that green line is a 50%. So as we stand, we are sitting right on a fire line there with FOMC day tomorrow. Gold has been holding up. Last week looked really dodgy, and now we have finally retested this star up here. Would I buy a pullback on that one? No, I wouldn't. That's a big move to the upside, but I'm clearing out of that until we at least get FOMC out of the way. Here's the DAX itself. We pretty much just returned, done a return trip to where we bounced up from yesterday. So that's on the line. Yeah, we start breaking these lows, and we're going to enter this zone here, which could see this coming all the way down to 10,700. Is that possible? Well, if this is a sell signal, if we close like this and engulf yesterday's price action, yes, that's definitely on the cards. But with the volatility we've got at the moment and the sensitivity of this one to the news, you've got to be careful how you enter this one. So again, I actually sampled a long on this. Look at this. Yeah, this looked like a nice bullish move. This looked like the pullback. Bought a low here and got a little stop out while it was only halfway through its down move to yesterday's lows. Okay, so overall I have given some profits back, I have to say. Not a successful day, so I'll be very ultra careful tomorrow. Oil is just stuck in that range, so I'm hoping that I've got Invents and FOMC tomorrow. There's also a short week. Most of Europe is off on Friday and UK is off on Monday. So pound US, pound yen and the euro US are very bullish, but let's see what FOMC does to that. I will buy pullbacks into the euro session, but I will be managing my stops and manage my trades in the US session because of FOMC. Right, let's look at a couple of stocks on my watch list. Kindred Healthcare has dropped as expected, but it's bounced, so it gets a spinning top. Let's just see what happens. You can see there's resistance in the smaller time frame, the hour. Now, so we could get another run out of this one, so we need to be careful. Other ones, this is not a particularly good time to really start piling into stocks, so I would just take it easy at the moment. Standard Chartered, I am interested in. Wow, that's quite a sell-off, isn't it? Let's see if that's sold off quite soon after the UK data. When you get big bars like that, unless you're a day trader, that's a little bit harder to trade. I would steer clear of that one, based on the fact that we are stuck in something of a box there. Galliford's, this short is working out. So at the moment on Kindred, I'm just slightly underwater. On this one, I am up. If you're not in this one, then consider 15 as a short area. Okay, I'll leave it there for the moment. So let's have an update on AA. Okay, nice day yesterday, and of course we're getting. I've got that cloud up there because that's the fib zone that could present some problems. If well, that's going to be an area to watch if it gets in there. Alright, I hope that helps, and see you tomorrow.